They had walked with him for 3 years. They had watched him perform miracle after miracle. They had seen him raise Lazarus from the dead. They had watched him walk on water, calm the wind and the waves, heal the blind man. They even watched him feed 5,000 people with a little boy's lunch. The night before, they had watched as he walked around and washed all of their feet as an act of servanthood. And then he broke bread with them. They knew that Jesus was their deliverer, their long-awaited Messiah, the one that had been prophesied about for longer than any of them had even been alive. And yet there he was, hanging on a cross like a common criminal. How embarrassing. I mean, had they been fooled? Had they fallen headfirst into the path of a fake? Someone pretending to be the Messiah, someone who had figured out a way to make things appear to be miracles when in fact there was an easy explanation behind them. But they had seen it with their own eyes. They had been with Jesus every step of the way. In order for him to have staged these things, it would have taken so much time and preparation, especially with the number of people that had been following them. I mean, I really can't imagine what they were thinking as they were looking up at their king on that cross, on display for all to see. Why didn't he fight back? How did he even allow this to happen? And how is he going to lead us if this is the end? And I bet that they were holding out hope, that there was some miraculous exit coming off of this cross, something mouth-dropping that once and for all would prove to everyone that Jesus is the Son of God. Just like he said he was, just like they believed that he was. But something that they weren't expecting at all happened. Something that they would have never thought possible. Jesus died, just like a regular person. Today is Good Friday. And as a kid, I thought, boy, that's a cruel joke to call such a sad day good. And as I think back to what the disciples and the followers of Jesus might have been thinking as they had just watched this scene unfold, they probably would have thought the same thing. Good? What could be so good about a day of defeat and disappointment? But what they didn't know was that what they had just witnessed had to happen. Jesus' blood had to be shed to reverse the curse of sin. And they thought that the Son of God had died. He'd been defeated, and that God had turned his back on humanity forever. But what they didn't realize, what I didn't realize as a kid, but we now know, Friday was good because Sunday is coming. The cross had to be empty so that when the tomb was empty, it was significant. The enemy didn't get the final laugh because our God is unstoppable. And that is why today is Good Friday.